Alright, so this is Captain Earth. And you know what? This anime really surprised me. I really liked how it introduced this anime to you, the viewer, because most anime, like in the very first episode, you'll either already know what direction it's gonna go, like right off the bat, or you will know absolutely nothing and not have a clue what's going on, and just basically have to just say, oh, I have to watch a couple more episodes before I actually understand what I just watched. And there's like really no in between. I mean, it happens, just not often. So this one, on the other hand, it has a very good intro to how the world is and the characters itself, because it leaves the blanks, it leaves those mysteries that keep you wondering what's going on and wanting to know more, but it gave you enough where you understand it, and that's good enough. I just like how it went about it. So in this anime, it's about this kid, as you see, Daichi Manatsu, and he just finished his second year, so it's about to be summer break, and he'll be a third year when he comes back, but his grades have fallen a bit, and I guess he's trying to find himself, like find where he belongs and what he should do. I mean, he grew up with a very famous father, and his father was like, to the world, like an astronaut, but he really wasn't an astronaut. He was something far more. He was like a hero, like a defender of the earth, though only people really close to his father knew that. But his kid Daichi, he grew like I was saying, he grew up idolizing his dad, you know, and for him to lose his father in an accident, which, you know, is not really an accident because he's a defender of the earth. So he fought a foe and died doing it, but saved the earth in the process. And here he is, you know, without his father. So I guess, you know, things kind of changed for him after that. But you just see how his life turns out, you know, during this summer break, and see that during his childhood he had already encountered some pretty strange things that, you know, as a kid it was like, oh, that's cool, you know, but as he's older now, he looks back at it like, hey, I saw some pretty weird things back when I was a kid. So he's trying to, you know, grasp all the things from his past and what he's seeing now, and trying to understand, you know, and come full circle with it. And he realizes that he should return, you know, where it began. So he goes back to the facility that his father worked at, and sure enough, he runs right back into the things that he encountered in his past, which were a couple kids that he met on the facility, and they were anything but normal. But he didn't think nothing of it until, you know, at the now, in the present. So he runs into something of the past, and as you may have guessed, gets thrown into the same, you know, path that his father took, except it seems like he surpassed his father with and I don't want to spoil it, but it does have this like Voltron Gundam like kind of thing going on. But it seems like his father couldn't truly get to that level when he was, defending the Earth, but his son off of one shot happens to pass him. So I pretty much summed it up. But I definitely would recommend you watching it. And there's other anime people may have watched that, turned out really great, but probably disappointed. I mean, I've heard I've heard what people say about Magical Warfare, Wizard Barristers, and Samurai Flamenco. So yeah, I hope it such a fate doesn't happen with this anime. So my suggestion is you watch it, because I actually like it. It's very interesting. So it has my approval, and you should watch it. And so this is Kamigami no Asobi. And what I can say about this anime is that it reminds me much. And so we have La Corda de Oro Blue Sky, and you can also call it Kiniru no Cord Blue Sky, whichever you prefer, but I had nothing to compare this anime to, because this is the first time I've watched an anime like this that's, like a musical. It's also a visual novel, dating sim type game. But for those who like these type of anime, you'll like it, I'm pretty sure, because it has one of those openings when it introduces the characters where you can tell it's not going to be something small. It's almost comparable, or at least that the feeling I was getting is comparable to like a Kuroko, the basketball anime where you have all these rivals and stuff like that. So I feel like that is gonna happen in this anime, because as you can see, you have this girl Kanade, and she grew up with like two childhood friends, one being Ritsu, who she really likes his violin skills, and another one, Yuya, who probably likes her because he's always like trying to protect her or whatever. And Ritsu decided he wanted to go to another academy, and where I guess he's aiming high, and they didn't quite understand. And I guess what they've been doing is more like the inter-high sort of thing, where you go to your high school and you may reign supreme there and win victories there, but Ritsu seems like he's aiming for the national level. He's not content with just in your local area. He wants to be known like worldwide. He's aiming that high, and he out of nowhere invites Kanade and Yuya to a competition where they announce they're gonna have this competition that involve all the top schools, and of course they want to enter, but Ritsu, being the one that this is like right up his alley, he like kind of just pushes them into the same academy he's going to, and says, yeah, you're going to compete on the national level. Didn't really give them much of a choice. And after sleeping on it, Kanade decides she wants to compete. Why not? She's just going with the flow, as she says. But Yuya like reluctantly agrees just because she's there. So that kind of opens the stage to like all these other academies that will be competing, and there'll be rivalries and stuff like that. It probably get intense. So for those with musical talent that like these kind of things, then you'll definitely like this anime. So give it a watch. And there you have it, part 2 of Spring Anime 2014. And expect part 3 soon, as there's a lot of anime coming out this season. So again, thanks for watching, and expect a lot more.